Fornication. For an occasion such as this, I believe it's best to keep the speech short and sweet. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Ash Hammond. I'm Chase's older brother. And I know a lot of you are thinking, wow, Chase looks much older than he does. Before talking any more about Chase, I'd like to thank a few people that made this day possible, starting with Kenneth and Kim Carter, Casey's folks. Also, thank you to our parents, Mr. Craig and Cindy Hammond. And thank you all the guests, all the family for coming over today. I'm sure Casey and Chase really appreciate you coming out. It's amazing how far somebody will travel for a free meal. And I'm sure everybody in the room would agree with me today that Casey looks absolutely lovely. Speech writing is not one of my talents, so I turned to the internet for a little help. After many hours online, I found some pretty great stuff, but then I realized I was supposed to be looking for speeches. When Chase and I were young, I've got many memories of Chase and I. And I'm very honored to be up here today. About 10 years ago, 10 years ago, Chase was a little wilder than he is now. And since he's met Casey, he's calmed down quite a bit. So, 10 years ago, if I was up in front of a group of people talking about Chase, I would expect there to be a judge over here to my right, a jury over on my left. So when me and Chase were young, I was probably, I would guess 10. Chase was probably 7 years old. Dad used to bring home all this scrap paper from the elevator for us to draw on. We were really fond of drawing pictures and stuff like that. And I was sitting there drawing, and I was drawing an army scene, which is something that I always drew. I drew soldiers and helicopters and stuff like that. And my mom came over and looked over my shoulder and said, "Ash, those are so, all those bugs and ants that you were drawing are so nice." And I was devastated. I mean, in my eyes, it looked exactly like a war going on the piece of paper. But I didn't feel bad for long because I heard my mom, she went over and looked over Chase's shoulder, and she said, oh, Chase. And I looked over, and he was drawing people getting stabbed and people getting their heads cut off and skulls and everything else. Casey, when I heard that Chase found a girlfriend, and then I finally met you, I was so happy, but when I heard you were studying psychology, I was super happy because we're going to need some help for Chase. Anyway, if you all raise your glasses up, I'd like to propose a toast to the bride and groom, Chase and Casey. Many years of happiness and a long marriage.
Well, that was a little bit harder to follow up than I thought it was going to be. I would also like to say hello to everybody that was able to make it, for the family and friends, for all of you that traveled also to get here. But I would like to also introduce myself. I am one of Casey's bestest friends in the whole wide world, her volleyball companion, and also maid of honor. Casey and I actually go back way further than we actually knew. We were in kindergarten together, and I moved away, and then I saw this picture, and I was like, "Casey, tell me who this girl is in this picture. I know this kid and this kid, but who is that girl?" And she's like, "Oh my God, that is me." And we both have on these hideous flower dresses and these big bows in our hair, and we just look stunning, just like today. But I would like to also welcome you all to this joyful joyful celebration. It's not very often that we get to see something as joyful as this happening. Um, I would like, on the behalf of the newlyweds, to thank you all for being here. I know this means very much to Casey and Chase that you all found the time to be here. A wedding is one of the most joyous celebrations that people do celebrate, and would never be as magical and memorable without all of you here to celebrate and share it with. But I would now like to congratulate the bride, my best friend, and her awesome groom. I am truly happy for both of you. And Chase, when you began to stalk Casey, which you did, until she agreed to your submissive good looks and talents, I didn't really think that it would have ever have led to this. But it did, and you decided to take the next step. So Casey, as Ash did say, you look stunning today. And Chase, you look pretty too. But I am asking that you do take care of your wife, my best friend, and one of the most awesome persons I know. You two are both very genuine people who have always been there for me throughout all of these years, and I'm glad to say that you are two great friends. And today I would like to thank you for allowing me to share this extraordinary part in your day, and I wish that your marriage will be as strong and magical as ever. May your love survive anything. And remember, not only do you have to learn how to give love, but also to let love in. Don't fight over the little things, it's never worth it. And the secret of a happy marriage will stay a secret. Thank you.
I'm a little nervous, so bear with me here. I've been working on this speech for about a year, since Chase and Casey got engaged. And so that's just gonna make it even more heartbreaking when it sucks and everyone hates me afterwards. Yeah, I was really nervous. I didn't want Casey's whole family to think I was an idiot. I wasn't worried about my own family though, because they already know I'm an idiot. Many of you know that I lived with Chase and Casey for the past 3 years, and I'd say it was the best 3 years of my life, but I was too drunk to remember any of it. In fact, I don't even remember going to my college classes. Oh yeah, that's because I didn't. Just kidding, Mom and Dad. Chase has been an awesome brother though. I have 3 good memories of him and I. The first is, I remember always getting told when I was a baby, Chase would blow in my face so I couldn't breathe. The second, I'm still traumatized by to this day. He locked me in a room and made me watch my least favorite horror story, my least favorite horror movie, and I screamed. And the third is, Chase actually got me drunk for my first time, believe it or not. And my life has been on a downward spiral ever since. So thanks, Chase. I appreciate all the good memories. I guess now on to the emotional part. I have the best friends and family in the world. I just wish, I really wish my grandpa Mike and my grandpa Dewey could be here today. And I want to say it's probably Chase and Casey. It's probably the best day of your life, but it's also the best day of my life because my 2 best friends got married today. Thank you.
First of all, I want to apologize to all the ladies out there. I know it's not easy seeing the man of your dreams get married. But just know that there's single guys out there that can make you happy, that have a lot of great things going for them. Take Marble, for example. He's okay, that's a bad example. On a serious note, I want to say that I'm proud to be part of the Carter family. I couldn't ask to be part of a better family. They're awesome. I love them all. I want to say thank you to my parents and Casey's parents. Without them, none of this would be happening right now. We would probably be in my backyard drinking off a keg or something like that. But it wouldn't be near as nice as this. So I appreciate it. And it's a great day, and I appreciate all you guys coming out here. Thanks a lot.
Test, test. Cindy, come up here. Casey, we love you. Welcome to the family. About a year ago, we were on vacation. Ashley and Erica announced that they were going to have a little Ivan. And then Chase took Casey on a hike. Lord knows what high altitude and alcohol will do to the girl. She said yes. And it's been great ever since. So
We're blessed. We're very blessed. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
that's it. Let me tell you a little about Chase. There's many lawyers we would like to thank at this time. I'm not sure if he's ever spent a night in jail, but it's... Oh. But we have much to thank. He is truly our exception. We had almost given up on him several times, but he has done very well, and we really appreciate him. We love you very much. Casey, we love you. Well, Taylor could use a haircut. I'm on a roll here. Anyway, there's nothing better than family and friends. So have a good time. We love you all.